Hi, I'm Greg, and what you're looking at are the Kardashians and the Real Housewives of Orange County. Pretty weird, right? And in a matter of minutes, you'll discover why television contains the secret to making any woman become addicted to you, and so turned on by you that she can't wait till the next time she sees you because she wants to rip your clothes off and have wild, passionate sex with you right away. What you're about to discover will work for you, even if you don't think you know how to turn a woman on, even if you think you're overweight or past your prime, even if you don't have much money to your name, and even if you usually get shy or clam up around gorgeous hot women. Warning! I'm getting pressure from a particular TV network to take this free presentation down, and you'll see why in a moment. So, make sure that you watch this right now, while you still can. Did you know that the television industry has been making use of 5 little addiction triggers in the female brain to keep girls hooked on their TV shows for years? These same addiction triggers that I've adapted for myself so that I can attract and sleep with virtually any hot woman that I want, and now I'm currently dating the hottest, sexiest woman I've ever seen in my life. And she's the one who brags to her friends about me. Curious? Just keep watching this short presentation and you'll discover the 5 little known secret laws for making a woman become so attracted to you and addicted to you that she brags to her friends about you and wants to sleep with you repeatedly. You may think you've tried it all or seen it all when it comes to attracting hot women and turning them on. However, what I'm revealing today is utterly unique and only found on this website in this free presentation. And one tip in particular that will totally shock you is my absolute favorite, and it's near the end, so make sure you keep watching. I'm going to reveal the down and dirty secrets of how to make any woman become addicted to you, crave you, and ultimately want to sleep with you. This will all be covered in this free presentation. Before we dive in, I'm going to share something from my personal life. To be honest, my girlfriend has begged me to leave out of this presentation. And you'll understand why this almost got edited out from the final cut in just a few minutes. So brace yourself and keep your eyes glued to the screen. Deal? Deal. Before we begin, let me assure you, I wasn't always this go-to guy when it comes to attracting hot women. In fact, I was anything but. Thinking back, it was January 2011. I'd just been dumped by my girlfriend about a week ago, and I felt really cold and empty inside. Not just because she left me, but because she'd even told me that she was sick of me and that I needed to be more of a man. That statement, "you need to be more of a man," made me feel about the size of a peanut and totally made me feel like a complete loser. It was like a knife going right through my chest and churned away at me every day as I kept thinking about what she'd said. Anyway, back to my quick story. My neck was wrapped up in this scarf-looking thing that reminded me of something you'd see in a Where's Waldo book. It was about 6 p.m. on a Friday night, and I was hanging out with my buddy Josh. Frankly, I was at the lowest point in my life, or so I thought. Despite knowing this, I guess I didn't feel it deep enough. I guess I needed to experience one more really embarrassing, horrific event to really get me on the path to unstoppable success with women. After driving around aimlessly for a while, Josh and I pulled into this convenience store, and then my worst fear came true. I saw my ex-girlfriend laughing, joking, and flirting with some other dude. She was standing at the liquor shelf with him, obviously choosing something to drink that night. And what's worse, she was dressed in her "I want to have sex tonight" dress. Had her hair nicely done, and I could just tell that she was excited about doing it with him. It got worse. Her new man actually felt pretty sorry for me, and as we were standing in line at the checkout, he actually tried to strike up a conversation with me to make me feel good. I could just feel it. He looked down on me, she looked down on me, and what gets even worse was that I hadn't shaved in a week, I was dressed in the ugliest outfit ever, and I felt like a total dork in their presence. And I had that stupid scarf wrapped around my neck like some insane French tourist, which is not exactly the look I was going for the first time I saw my ex-girlfriend since the breakup. It was pretty humiliating. At that very instant, I drew a line in the sand, and I decided to change my life forever. I said to myself, I will never, ever act or feel this way again, and I will solve this problem that I have with attracting and keeping high-quality women, or die trying. I swore I'd read 100 books on attraction, dating, and love scour the internet, and pick the brains of the world's top pickup artists, psychologists, and personal development coaches to discover the secrets of how to make women feel that inner gut level of attraction to me. And thanks to that churning point, I uncovered 3 secret laws of attracting high-quality women. These laws work for just about anyone, and they work every single time. And today, I'm going to share these 3 secret laws with you and save you the hassles and years of effort it took me to hone this system into perfection. So, keep watching. Please remember that despite my success today when it comes to attracting hot women, I'm absolutely no different than you. I just happened to figure out a really simple step-by-step formula for the average person like you and me to see massive results when it comes to making women crave you. This is a system designed with you in mind and tailored for guys like us who want to attract, date, and sleep with the highest quality women on the planet. This is the exact system that I've used to attract and sleep with dozens of the hottest, most sexy women I've ever seen. And now, I'm dating the woman of my dreams. She's not only hot, but we really get each other too. And at the risk of sounding wishy-washy, I love her personality as much as her looks. I want you to know for a fact that you'll be receiving the same exact value as my personal coaching clients using this same system, but it won't cost you nearly as much money as they paid to get their hands on my formula. Yes, I'll be covering all of the details of my discovery with you in just a moment. However, first, I feel compelled to be honest with you and let you know about the real and serious problem you face right now. This is the hidden foe, the real villain behind why you've struggled to achieve the kind of success with women that you really want. And this is why it's not your fault that you found it hard to get gorgeous women to feel an inner gut level of attraction for you. But after you see this, you'll know you finally have the tools you need to get the immediate, lasting, massive results with the women you want. The shocking truth is that you've been lied to when it comes to any advice you've ever received about attracting high-quality women. And those lies have all but destroyed your chances to successfully get the kind of women that you deserve. Here's one of the lies that angered me the most. You have to be good looking to attract women. You know something? Not true at all. Just know this. Countless other smart men have fallen victim to this rather clever lie. Yet you have to lay it aside right now. If you don't, you'll never attract the kind of woman who you're really attracted to, while some other guy will end up dating her and sleeping with her. And you may well end up settling for someone who is anything but your dream woman. There are other horrible yet all too common lies out there too, like the lie that you have to have lots of money, or that you have to be super funny, or have insanely high levels of self-confidence. None of these things are true. In fact, your struggles and challenges with attracting hot women are directly due to your brain believing these lies on some level, which is why it's really not your fault. However, it is now your responsibility. Fair? Fair. If you really feel a need to lay blame, don't lay blame on yourself. Have a look at the real villains, the media, television, magazines, and also the fitness industry. Think about it. For decades, you've been lied to by the fitness industry with false and misleading claims designed to make you feel bad about your appearance, so you'll spend thousands of dollars on fitness equipment and personal trainers. Not to mention the media, who never put an average-looking guy in a lead role on television, or the movies that make it appear to be completely impossible for regular-looking guys to end up with the hottest, most attractive women. In fact, movies usually cast the average-looking guy as the villain. All of that misinformation spread by the media and fitness advertisers is sure enough to confuse the smartest person alive, and to be honest, it confused me for years, without me even being aware of it. The truth and fact of the matter is looks make up only 9% of a woman's overall feeling of attraction towards you, and the majority of that is to do with your grooming anyway. Looks matter to men a whole lot more than they matter to women. There's a big reason why multi-billion-dollar television companies like E!, NBC, CBS, and so forth have made billions of dollars by producing shows for women like the Kardashians and the Real Housewives of NYC. And those are just the reality shows. Soap opera shows like Days of Our Lives have been thriving and keeping women addicted to them for decades. The reason women get so addicted to these shows is that they play on women's most vulnerable psychological trait. Women are addicted to feeling a range of emotions, and they don't even know it. In fact, they wouldn't believe it if you told it to them. These shows are like porn for women. Men who are largely visually based get addicted to pornography. Women get addicted to soaps, reality TV, gossip magazines, and romance novels because women are addicted to emotions. So you see, looks aren't the secret when it comes to attracting and addicting the woman of your dreams. The first big law of attraction comes down to being a man who knows how to engage and activate her emotions. Now, I'm not saying you need to make her angry, sad, happy, and so forth, but I am saying you need to learn the skills in my system that will get her shifting in and out through that array of emotions in her own head. You'll soon become a much more interesting and colorful version of yourself, too. Let me make this clear. You do not need to change who you are in order to attract high-quality women. But you do need to learn how to create those addictive emotions inside her body and the emotions that prime her sexual pump. You're about to discover how to make women actually feel and experience those powerful pre-sexual emotions while they are in your presence. Some of this is done through the things that you say to her, little body language tips, and some of it is done through other things I'll teach you that women are magnetically drawn to. Anyway, now that you're aware of the lies and how they've crippled your success with women for years, let's dive into the 5 secret laws that I have for you today. These exact tips were my personal female seduction gold mine, leading me to the success I have today and the success you will also have. Now, this is a video recording and I can't see what you're doing, but I want you to nod your head if you're ready to become the man who attracts and turns on super hot, gorgeous women. Are you ready? The first tip, or attraction law as I like to call it, is the one I alluded to just a moment ago. Engage her emotions. Soon, you'll be doing this without even thinking about it, and women will be trying to seduce you. Now, there's a specific way to make this law work for you that is not at all obvious. It requires the use of an engage emotions cheat sheet of mine. It's pretty straightforward, and I'll show you exactly what to say and when to say it, and you'll be shocked by the powerful effect that this has on women. Now, I'm going to cover this law in a little bit more detail last, as it's the most important law, but first, I'll teach you the second of these 5 laws. The cool thing about the second law is that she'll instantly classify you in her brain as interesting, and if you do it right, this will help flip that little attraction switch in her brain, especially when you combine it with the other 4 tips I'm about to flat out give you. This attraction switch is something she can't actually control. She either feels attraction towards you or she doesn't. And this second law is very simple, but totally essential to make sure you flip that attraction switch. The second law is you must demonstrate value. Before you go ahead and start thinking, what a boring tip, the reason I'm telling you this right now is because it is super important. And there is something very obvious about how to create value that no one else is teaching right now. And without this one simple yet ninja trick, I wouldn't have the incredible success with women that I do today. And without it, I wouldn't have been able to teach thousands of other men around the world how to attract their dream girls too. By demonstrating value, I don't mean you need to have a super awesome career or be the funniest guy in the room, but you do need to flip a little switch in her head that makes her think that you're interesting and unique. And it's actually really easy. And once you flip that switch on, you don't even have to keep flipping it. Once it's on, and you can concentrate on the other laws. I'll give you some examples. Assuming it's a hot girl who you've just met, the best way you can demonstrate social value is to be seen with other hot women who seem to be enjoying your company. Women want what other women have, and so she'll naturally assume you are a man of high value if other hot women are enjoying your company. That is, of course, not the easiest way to demonstrate value. It's probably the hardest, as you'll need to have other women around you, but it is the most powerful. However, there are many easier ways to demonstrate value, and it's as simple as teaching her something that she doesn't already know, for example, or even just mentioning a fun fact that you happen to read about recently. Some guys use little magic tricks and other methods, and that's great, but you don't really need to go that far. Just a simple demonstration of value by telling her something she doesn't already know is enough to flip this second attraction switch. For example, one guy I know reads the back of Snapple bottles to get weird and kooky factoids about animals' emotions and other random bits of chick crack that girls gobble up like pumpkin pie. And let me tell you, girls love all that weird nature stuff, like how manatees have sex or how gorillas choose a mate. See how easy it is? This second law, the value law, actually makes a lot of sense when you consider how women used to decide who to shack up with back in the caveman days. Back in the day, women wanted to mate with the male who had the highest social status, the leader of the tribe, the one who could protect her young the best. Obviously, she's not consciously aware of all this stuff now, but it's an important little tip that forms part of the overall attraction laws. And it's about to get even better because now I'll be sharing the third law out of the 5 laws when it comes to attracting and seducing beautiful women. The third law is become a man who radiates masculinity. This is actually easier than it sounds, and it's super powerful. Before I explain this law further, this does not mean you have to start working out at the gym or be someone you are not. That's not what real masculinity is. That's just what the TV industry has taught you. Just be warned, though, without applying this law in your female seduction strategy, you can virtually forget about succeeding with the highest quality women. This is the most important tip of all. It's the tactic behind all success in attracting women because it allows you to become the man she fantasizes about. Think of it this way. Us men are more attracted to feminine women, right? And don't confuse feminine with girly, by the way. But I mean women who radiate femininity. Any ways that they accentuate their womanliness, whether that be in their appearance, their smell, their voice, their hair, their positive, happy nature, or whatever. Us men are attracted to feminine women, and likewise, women are magnetically attracted to masculine men. This doesn't mean you have to be a bodybuilder or speak with a really deep voice. Listen to my voice, it's super high. Just like femininity shouldn't be confused with being a girly girl, masculinity shouldn't be confused with needing to be a musclehead. Masculinity is a set of little traits that when combined gives you an unmistakable aura that women cannot resist. Masculine men have a plan. They know what they want to do with their life right now. They don't have to have a plan for the long-term future, but they are excited about their lives right now and where they are going. When a guy is leading a cool life, hot women just naturally want to come along for the ride. Masculine men have courage, not daredevil courage, but the courage to do what is necessary. And they have confidence, not arrogant level self-confidence, but the confidence to go for what they want and to lead other people. Leadership is another important masculine trait and can be demonstrated by something really simple like next time you go out on a date with a woman, you actually make a suggestion yourself rather than asking her what she wants to do all the time. Yep, she actually wants you to choose the damn restaurant. Masculine men have plans, even if it's just for the next date, and they bring women along for the ride. There's more to it than just that, but that'll give you a pretty great start towards being a man that women see as masculine and a great catch. I actually developed my own little 3-step formula for reprogramming yourself into a man who radiates masculinity. Imagine what would happen if you knew how to become a truly masculine man. If you knew the ultra-rare insider tips to experience success with women that will make all of your friends drop their jaws with jealousy. You will forever leave behind the frustrations you've no doubt experienced when it comes to attracting women. In fact, for you, all of those frustrations end today. On top of it all, you'll also become admired and respected by all of your peers. And all of this is happening in your life simply because you now know the formula. It's the little-known success strategy enjoyed by female seduction kings, and now it's your turn. These are the proven tactics behind all success in attracting women because they allow you to become the man she fantasizes about. And they're used successfully by virtually every successful female seduction expert, even if they don't even know they're doing it. I think you'll agree that so far, the first 3 of these 5 tips that I've covered so far are really valuable. But the most important and shockingly powerful tips are still to come. So don't miss these next 2 tips. And by the way, if you are feeling totally overwhelmed by all of this, trust me, that's normal. Don't worry, it's totally understandable. But I also want you to know that this is just the tip of the iceberg. I couldn't possibly fit all of what I have to share with you into this short presentation. Essentially, this means you have only two choices on where to go from here. Choice number one, take the information I just gave you and try to go at this alone. And who knows, you may get lucky and one day see some progress with an attractive woman. It might take longer, of course, and you'll make a lot of painful mistakes, but yes, technically you can choose to go down this road and it might work for you eventually. Or there's the smarter choice, the one really savvy men take to speed up their progress towards ultimate success with beautiful, fun, hot women. This is the quickest, fastest, smartest, and best way possible to achieve success with women without having to change who you are, without fear of rejection getting in the way, without having to spend countless hours at the gym either. And there's no reason to try to figure all this out on your own. I've already done the work for you, right? My system has a legion of raving fans because I've tested, perfected, and honed this system down to a work of art, and I guarantee it will work for you. And I call this one-of-a-kind system, Make Her Crave You, how to be a man that women can't resist. I'm Greg Hart, dating and relationships coach to thousands of men, and I'd like to introduce you to the Make Her Crave You system. The Make Her Crave You system is the first female seduction system ever created that makes you become the man that women can't resist, without having to memorize cheesy pickup lines or become someone who you just aren't. This tested, proven, and efficient blueprint for success with high-quality women can work for you, even if you're overweight, bald, think that you're too old, and even if you think you've tried absolutely everything else. But don't just take my word for it. Here's what other people are saying about my cutting-edge Make Her Crave You system. Kyle from Indiana, USA writes, "This system is great. I was a total skeptic at first, but this totally explains women better than anything else I've ever read. My confidence and success with women has shot through the roof." Carlos Zuma, best-selling author and dating coach, has this to say, "This system is totally brilliant. I've already recommended it to all of my readers. It not only teaches you what women want and crave, but more importantly, you'll learn how to be that man. Love it." To save your time and mine, let me be upfront and tell you what Make Her Crave You is not before I tell you what it is. Make Her Crave You is not a bunch of outdated information that you've already heard before, which really just relies on you playing a numbers game in order to find a girlfriend. There are a lot of waste of time guides out there that you'll have to turn yourself into a weirder version of yourself, and as a result, you're playing a numbers game while creeping out a lot of women. Listen, you have been lied to long enough. It's time to put away the fake personality and creepy social masks and start becoming a real deal masculine man. One who knows how to attract and seduce the highest quality women, right? Rather, the Make Her Crave You system is the direct result of over 3 years of hardcore dedicated study and years of digging through the trenches to find what really works. And all my almost crazily dedicated research revealed specific patterns that all the truly successful female seduction experts do. That's virtually hidden from the public. And now, starting today, my success and their success can be your success. All of my techniques, do this next strategies, and the avoid this lessons are now yours to replicate. And that means unstoppable success with beautiful, fun, hot, attractive women. You'll become the kind of a man whom women naturally see and talk about as a great catch, and you'll be admired and respected by your friends too. And all of this while you quickly achieve this success with women faster and easier than you ever thought possible. Listen, I've got to be totally honest with you, so there's nothing left to chance. I hope you're not one of those guys. You know, someone looking for a list of pickup lines or manipulative ways to brainwash women into doing what you don't really want to do. Or one more creepy technique that you already know will never ever work for you in the long run. If that's you, and I'm hoping it's not, then you need to leave this website right now. Because this is for guys who are ready to stop looking for the false fix and instead start getting real, tangible, lifelong success with the highest quality women. There are no press-a-button answers to succeeding with women. Nothing important in this life is easy, and you know that, but this is as easy as it gets. So, if you're wanting the real answer to lifelong success with the hottest women on the planet, here's what you can and should expect the Make Her Crave You system to deliver. First, have you ever noticed how women are instinctively attracted to men they see as higher value than themselves? Here are 8 of my best cheat sheet techniques that automatically convey the undeniable high value signals that all women are programmed to respond to, and how to successfully use them yourself, even if you're short, bald, fat, and broke. So you can create the same primal instinctive desire in her body that she's naturally wired to feel for the alpha males, even if you're just an everyday guy, like me, who's never known how to do it before. That means you can initiate and manage her sexual arousal while still being yourself, which is, by the way, absolutely key if you really want to get the best women. Next, my secret 3-step formula for being a man who women naturally see as masculine and a great catch. This 3-step formula is nothing like anything else you've ever seen before. It even comes with a 5-minute mind track for you to listen to, which will help to reprogram your mind to become a more confident and charismatic version of yourself. This 3-step formula for radiating your masculinity is shockingly powerful and will have a dramatic effect on your future success with women, so make sure you don't miss it. Next, exactly how to know what to say and when to say it to a woman. Hint, this works especially well on girls who get hit on a lot. When you use this technique, you'll be able to play with her, tease her, knock her off her pedestal, knock her off her feet, and have her uncontrollably flirting with you. And this is amazing if you've ever had some loud rich guy walk up and steal her away right under your nose. Or if you've ever felt yourself subtly losing control of the situation, or felt her losing attraction for you. This way, you take control of the situation, so she doesn't have to, which means she can just sit back and enjoy as you pass her tests, command her emotions, and get her dripping with attraction. Even if normally you never know what to say to a woman and how to make her want you. Next, the 4 crucial things you're not doing right now that are murdering your chances with the highest quality women. If you can demonstrate even just 2 or 3 of these traits, you'll keep her by your side for as long as you want her there, because this is how you control her emotions and her desire without even seeming to try. Next, how to be romantic in the right way, so you can go from being cute or sweet with women to sparking, devastating sexual attraction without acting like some cheesy sap or James Bond type douchebag. Because let's face it, women want to be romanced, but only if you can do it without seeming like the wuss or going overboard. Remember, she wants a man, not a boy, so this technique is key if you want to stay out of the friend zone. Next, how to expertly evaluate any woman's personality and sexual style in the first 5 minutes so that you always choose the right kind of rapport to build with her. You'll get X-ray vision into her behind-the-scene needs, desires, and secret sexual emotions. And this will double, triple, or quadruple your success rate when you're talking to a woman you like. Because this technique is based on proven psychological formulas of the female brain, which actually allows you to spark the exact kind of attraction she specifically needs to fit her own fantasies and personality. So you can get her interested and keep her interested too. Next, how to take things from friendly to physical, including what to do when you're making out with a woman so she actually wants more from you instead of wriggling off the hook at the last minute. See, some women need to have sex fast, and some need you to be more subtle and slow-moving. Here's how to tell the difference, so you're guaranteed repeat opportunities in bed with her. How to tell when a woman's falling out of rapport with you before it happens, and exactly how to handle it fast so you can make sure you never skip a beat with a woman who seemed into you at first. And of course, every single skill you'll ever need to take yourself from 0 with women to unbreakable rock star hero. Everything from how to catch her eye in the first place to how to get her to approach you, my best rejection-proof technique for getting her phone number, the phone game so you can follow up properly afterwards. Most guys screw this up big time, by the way. Relationship secrets that will make your relationship last for when you meet that girl you just know is your perfect woman. A surprisingly simple trick for getting her to brag to her friends about your skills in the bedroom. plus the X-rated stuff about how to please her once you've got her there. So you can decide how long you want her to stick around for instead of leaving all the power in her hands. And look, the Make Her Crave You system isn't just a bunch of dumbed down nonsense that you can pick up at any old place on the internet. Me and Slade have specifically designed it so any guy can pick it up, read it, and learn a handful of new tools that you can use in your life tonight, and get instant, tangible, predictable results every single time. Whether you want to just have a lot of fun, crazy, exciting sex, or actually hook up with a woman who you might want to be your girlfriend or wife someday. It's easy to use and simple too. You don't need a dictionary to understand it, and you can apply these techniques no matter where you are in your journey with women. Whether you're starting from absolute scratch or you're already getting some results and you just want to intensify and increase those results. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Here's what readers of Make Her Crave You are saying. I'm short for a man, and I used to have no luck whatsoever with women. However, after using your techniques, I've had dates with not just one, but numerous hot women. I'm so happy and satisfied. I'm convinced that you are one of the best female seduction experts around. This is from Jason Rico, San Francisco, California. Here's another one for you. This has been a total life-changing read for me. I used to be shy and have terrible success with women. Now I have the hottest girlfriend ever, and other women are jealous of her. Every man should get their hands on this right away. That's from Adrian Barrett, Niagara Falls, Canada. And here is what the experts are saying. Wow, I thought I'd seen everything when it comes to dating and attraction advice, but this is on a whole new level. Every man should get their hands on this. James Bradley, author of How to Be Irresistible to Women. Here's another one. Being a seduction coach for thousands of men, it's not often I'm impressed by books I read. But this really made me say, wow. And I've recommended this to all of my readers to get. Even if you're short, bald, and shy, you're going to attract hot women with this. Nick R., seduction coach and author, sensualpowerwords.com. So, what's the next step? How do you get started with the Make Her Crave You system? Well, you might believe that a program with as many insane breakthroughs as this one should be super ridiculously expensive. And honestly, this system is pretty unique. It's the only one of its kind, so there's actually nothing to compare it to. That's why I priced this program originally at $197. Because this is a system that men like you can go through and get the results you want and need in your life. But having said that, I'm not actually going to charge you the full price today. Because I've been in your shoes. I know how much it sucks not to feel in control of this huge part of your life. And honestly, I want to give you the tools you need that have already worked for thousands of guys just like you. So for an extremely limited time only, I'm going to let you have access to a massively discounted rate for the full system, which means you can finally start getting the women and living the life you want to live starting right away. So you will not be paying the $197 for the Make Her Crave You system. Not even $97. You're not even going to pay $67. It's so important to me to help you make this instant massive transformation in your life that's waiting for you right now. I'm going to actually pay $150 for you. So you only have to pay $47. Yep. I really shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to take this financial hit myself. Because honestly, when I hit rock bottom all those years ago, I swore to myself that I would never give up, that I would never forget how bad that feeling was, and that I would find a solution to the problem, or die trying. All you have to do is look below this video right now and click the Add to Cart button. You get the material, read it, take a day or two to inspect it and try it out in your own life, and I guarantee you'll start feeling and seeing massive instant positive changes right away. And since if you're still watching at this point, I think that means you really want to get this part of your life handled. I'm going to make this a complete no-brainer for you and give you instant access free of charge to these incredible one-time only bonus gifts. Make sure you join today while these incredible gifts for me are still available, because once this special pricing ends, they will be removed. First, there's the Sexual Dynamo Report, which is valued at $27. Which is awesome if you've ever been in a situation with a woman where you're both naked, but where part of your brain is wondering, now that I've got her, what do I actually do with her? I mean, if you just want to sleep with her once, then it's simple. You just insert tab A into slot B, get your jollies off, and then you'll probably never see her again. But if you want to really tighten up your game and make sure you always have something incredible to offer each and every time you get naked with a woman, then this report is for you. Because it goes into some serious X-rated detail on exactly how to please any woman sexually. Plus, it's written by a woman, so you know she knows what she's talking about. You'll get 5 proven ways to please any woman, no matter what her individual preferences might be, exactly what not to do in bed, which is really important, how to build her up until she's literally begging you for more, and specific techniques and suggestions for how and where and when to touch her. It's basically your very own roadmap on how to be a sexual super stud. And when you have this report, you can sleep with any girl and make her be obsessed with you. Next is the Social Mastery Bonus Report from the man himself, Slade Shaw. 35 pages of high-intensity, high-value, practical advice on exactly how to build an awesome social circle. One that's full of guys who will support you in meeting and dating amazing new women. How to host unforgettable parties, and how to have a cell phone that's always bulging with new contacts, friends, and women to date and hang out with. No filler either, just real practical tips on how to create an amazing social life that guys like you and me can sit down, read real quick, and actually get useful tips on exactly how to create the kind of widespread social network that attracts top quality women. Plus, if you join today, you'll also receive How to Develop Unstoppable Confidence with Women, which is valued at $37. This is an exclusive information-packed audio interview with Clark Cassidy, the man who's behind the Player Society, where he reveals his hidden most high-value secrets on how to get over any fears or anxieties that are keeping you from successfully approaching, dating, and making it to the next level with women. He even goes into a lot of detail on exactly how to transition from polite to sexual very, very quickly. And I think you'll agree that that's a damn useful skill for any guy to have under his belt. I also have a few more surprise gifts for you too, and you'll learn more about that in just a sec. Or you could just join right now by clicking the Add to Cart button below, and you'll receive the full Make Her Crave You system plus all of the incredible bonuses for joining today, including the ones I haven't even mentioned yet. Also, shortly, I'm about to reveal the next 2 powerful laws of attracting women, so don't miss those. But first, I want to share with you what attraction coach Eric Edgemont has to say about the Make Her Crave You system. Make Her Crave You hits all the right notes. All the material works, really works, in the real world. It is 100% straightforward and clear, and you can turn women on without feeling weird, uncomfortable, or fearing rejection. It was refreshing to read something that will truly help guys turn women on without wearing someone else's personality. Great material, highly recommended. Eric Edgemont, attraction coach, friendsintolovers.com. Plus, unlike any other attraction course or book you may have tried before, I am so incredibly confident of my material that it is guaranteed to work for you. You get a full 60 days to try this entire system out free in your life at absolutely zero risk to yourself. And if you don't see the exact results you're hoping for in that amount of time, just send me a quick email and I promise I'll give you every cent back right away, no fuss, no waiting. Plus you get to keep the entire course for free, just as a thank you for giving it a shot. Just click the big Add to Cart button now, and you'll be accessing the most hidden parts of her reptile brain, sexual desires, and her triggers. And you'll know exactly how and when to make her melt for you, if you decide she's good enough. And won't it be great when you can just sit back and have her chasing you? When you know she's the one hoping against hope that you like her back? When you can just relax and be the real you with women? No hiding, no games, no self-editing or masks, and have women chasing you. Because Make Her Crave You isn't about being someone you're not, or pretending to be some creepy PUA guy just to get into her panties. It's about giving you the instant massive know-how of a woman's brain and sexual triggers so you can be the real you around her and have her respond to you like a bull to a red flag. So that it's up to you to decide just how far you want to take this. And let me tell you, being the person with the control in a relationship is a pretty awesome feeling, especially since, honestly, that's what women want anyways. But don't take my word for it. Take a look and inspect the material for yourself risk-free. Go ahead and click the button now. Now, this fourth tip that I'm about to reveal to you is extremely powerful and of vital importance. It's the law of being the least reactive. Consider this. What do bad boys, popular guys who are a little cocky, and quiet guys with a bit of vibe have in common? The answer is they aren't reacting to how others want them to be. They are being their own man. There is something compelling about their personalities that gets people to react to them, and women are magnetically drawn to this trait. If you want to be the man who other people react to rather than the other way around, if you want to be a man who women are trying to impress rather than the other way around, then you could either figure this out all on your own now that you are aware of it, or you can get a copy of my Make Her Crave You system, and I lay it all out for you step by step and make it totally easy. This is going to be a totally amazing experience for you. Not only will women be reacting to you, but your friends, your colleagues, and everyone will be trying to impress you. In fact, let's run through your options as they stand right now. The way I see it, you've got three choices. Choice number one, you keep on walking the same road you've been walking your whole life, maybe getting some success, maybe not, and always guessing and wondering and hoping for the best instead of enjoying consistent, repeatable, guaranteed results. And every time you get anywhere with a woman, always worrying on some level that you might somehow screw it up at any moment. Trust me, I've been there. I've walked on those eggshells too, and that is no way to try and live as a man, let me tell you. So that's choice number one. You accept your life as it is right now, stop whining, and just suck it up. Or there's your second choice. You could choose to throw a bunch of money at the problem and hope for the best. Spending your hard-earned paychecks on fancy clothes, fancy food, and gifts for women you like, basically bribing women to hang out with you. And hey, some women, they actually like that, it's true. I think they're called gold diggers. So for your sake, I hope you've got a lot of gold to dig. Because if that's what your relationship with a woman is based on, you're going to need to have a lot of it on hand to keep a woman like that in your bed. Or there's choice three. The smart, self-respecting man's choice. You can man the hell up and realize that getting good with women isn't just part of your life, it's the cornerstone upon which all other facets of your personality are based. Your confidence, your self-esteem, your social circle, the kinds of friends you make and keep, the respect you get from the people in your life, even how much you like and respect yourself deep down inside. Because wouldn't you agree? If you are a man who doesn't have this, being good with women thing handled, you're actually not a real man at all. I know that's harsh, but it's true. And I don't want you to end up settling for what's comfortable in your life. Because if we're being completely honest here, comfortable is just another word for dying slowly on the inside. It's another word for resigned, another word for bitter, another word for lonely, desperate, and horny as hell. And that's not what I want for you. Wouldn't you like to have an endless supply of hot, new, fresh, exciting women to have crazy sex with whenever you felt like it? Wouldn't you like to be the kind of guy that other guys look up to, ask for advice, and secretly even envy? And most of all, don't you owe it to yourself as a man to learn how to be the real you? In the kind of way that is sexually devastating to women. And not just get model quality girlfriends, have incredible sex and develop an entire new circle of cool friends, but actually become the man who the best women truly desire and have the kind of unshakable self-image and lifestyle that makes women just want to come along for the ride. Click the button now. You don't want to wait this out any longer, because if you've watched the video this far, I know you're feeling like you want more from life. And I'll tell you, those feelings don't ever go away. They just get stronger and more insidious, and they start to affect all areas of your life, your work, and your character. So wouldn't it be so much better to jump now and save yourself all that extra backtracking in the future? Remember, there is no risk to get this. I take care of my clients, and I make it a policy to make sure everyone who joins my inner circle is completely happy. And if you change your mind for any reason, heck, you've got 60 full days to ask me for a prompt, courteous, no questions asked refund. So please, let me help you. Let me give you the tools you need to be the man you want to be. Let me show you how to live the life you want to live. Let's make sure you get what you really want and make the only smart choice a man can make. to finally develop that unbreakable level of social authority, to finally develop the unsinkable skills to reach out and automatically get what you really want, to become a whole man instead of just a half man, to claim your massive one-time only discount. Grab your copy of the Make Her Crave You system right now. Finally, I want to explain to you the fifth law of attracting women. This law will sound a little weird at first, but it works ridiculously well. It's the law of facial animation. Women are naturally more attracted to men who have animated faces. And that includes your voice too. Now, you don't need a deep Hollywood-style hunk of voice. You don't need to worry about the tone of it. What you do need to do is give life to your face and to your voice. Men who vary their pitch and their pace while talking so as to punch out the important words and to bring their language to life, these are the men who women are naturally drawn to. And it makes sense after all. These are the men who naturally elicit more of their emotions, right? Don't forget your facial movements too. Move your mouth when you talk. Pretend you're speaking to someone who is reading your lips. It'll feel a little weird and uncomfortable at first, but oh my god, it works like gangbusters. Women will love you and be more drawn to you and listen to what you have to say. I'll teach you in detail how to do this properly inside my Make Her Crave You system. It's incredibly fast and easy to implement, and with all that's covered inside the system, be prepared for unstoppable, lifelong success with high-quality, attractive women. Don't wait any longer. Make sure you get your copy right now, and I look forward to seeing you in the members area.